morning. It's about 10 o'clock and we have just gotten underway. We had a lot of chores this morning, this and that. So that was a nice little anchorage that we spent last night in. But when I woke up this morning, it was low tide and it was a little smaller than I thought it was. That may not be something we do again. Anyway, we are currently motoring, as I'm sure you've been here, down Hurricane Sound. And I'd show you something, but there's nothing to see. We did have good visibility until about 5 minutes ago. But Hurricane Island has disappeared in the fog. So we'll see if that keeps up. It was supposed to be foggy in general for this week. Excuse me. So we do have a little bit of wind. It's out of the south, which is the direction we're going at the moment. So we'll continue to motor down Hurricane Sound and then turn northeast, I believe, which should give us some good wind for a nice sail. As usual, I'm not quite sure where we're headed. I can see the buoy we're aiming for up ahead. We're not usually this accurate, but I have to go make sure we're not actually going to hit it. It's about 5 minutes of 11, and we have now turned the corner at the south tip of Vinyl Haven Island. Actually, technically it's Greens Island, which is off the coast of Vinyl Haven. And if we still had a south breeze, we could put up the sails now, but that breeze, of course, has disappeared. So the forecast was 5 knots out of the south this morning and 5 to 10 this afternoon, so maybe we'll get some breeze as the day progresses. But for now, we're just going to keep motoring along in the pea soup here. Still can't see very much. So it's just past noon and a little bit of breeze has developed. If it doesn't pick up, well, we'll have to start the engine back up because at current speeds we won't get to our destination until much later than I would like. But anyway, it probably will pick up, at least that's what I'm hoping. And so for now we will sail. It's about 2:45, and we have anchored in a cove on Merchant Island. And if that name rings a bell to you at all, it might be because I've mentioned many times an area called Merchant Row, which is a passage between some islands south of the town of Stonington on Deer Isle. And Merchant Isle, the other side of Merchant Isle, or Merchant Island, borders on that Merchant Row passage. But so that would be to the north side of the island. We're on the south side of the island. So between Stonington and Isle o' Ho. Anyway, it seems like there's no time like the present to give you a little tour of the harbor. So looking straight out of the harbor, we're looking west into Isle o' Ho Bay. I'm not sure the shot will be able to tell. We're looking straight off the bow because at the moment the wind is coming out of the west. If that had been the forecast, I probably wouldn't have chosen this location for anchor tonight. But the forecast is for the wind to come out of the south. So, and there's not supposed to be very much of it in any event. So swinging around to the right, if that was west, this would be the north shore. And the east shore behind us, the head of the bay, or cove. It's really way too small to call it a bay. And then looking to the west, the direction the wind is supposed to be coming from. So, very pretty, I'm sure you can agree. Unfortunately, there's only one lobster pot that's down here at the end. There was plenty coming in, and in fact, a lobster guy kind of followed me in and worked his traps as I was anchoring. Yeah, there's only one that's in far enough that I could conceivably get tangled up with it. So that's nice. And unless the wind comes from totally unexpected direction, that won't happen. Actually, I did get tangled up with the lobster pot last night. I found this morning when I went to pull up the anchor, which is actually the first time that's ever happened. And it wasn't that big a deal to get untangled. So that'll bring us very close to 3 o'clock, which, as you may know, is time for my afternoon beer. Well, since we were in show and tell mode, I thought we'd do the chart now. So this is Crane Island, and up in here is where we spent last night. And just for reference, this is Vinyl Haven Island. So we're over here on the west side of Vinyl Haven, and we came down and through here and then down close to Hurricane Island, and we got some shots of the buildings there. And then we came out into Hurricane Sound proper, and then around the point here. Here, still in heavy fog. And so this is Green's Island
here, and so we came around the southernmost tip, and then east, and then east northeast, and then northeast across Isle o Ho Bay. So this is Isle o Ho over here, and we made our way up to Merchant's Island here. Actually it says there right on the map, if we can read it, this passage here is Merchant Row, and the town of Stonington is just up here, just off the chart. Maybe it's on the chart, but anyway, we're in this little harbor on Merchant Island that's just big enough for a boat at the end of it. And I'm not sure why I've never been in here before. We've anchored in smaller places, so when it's very pleasant. So that route was about 13 and a half nautical miles.